What are we doing next? Are we gonna watch Adam Mcintyre? Did I say that right? Mcintyre? I don't know.
Hi, Mucker.
Hey, hold on a second. Relax, brother. Are we gonna do? Sorry, I think we're gonna watch this. I'm curious. I'm not super educated on Adam. I think we might be mutuals on Twitter. Is that how Twitter works? I don't even know. Anyway, I think I am. Nice guy. Seems like a nice guy. I came across this video. It's interesting. I've been seeing a little bit of the drama on Twitter where like he's having negative interactions with people in the H3 fan base. And I kind of wanted to watch it to see like what he was referring to and why the H3 fans hate him. Because like, listen, I kind of feel like H3 fans are a little toxic. Okay? I feel like they're a little toxic. Ethan's mom likes him. Very nice. And here's the thing. This is a little quick conversation to have before we watch this, and it is how responsible are you for your fans? Okay, we also have to have a conversation about why it is that every single gay content creator uses a laptop to pick up and show us their problems they're having. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn technology, guys. Like, what are you doing? Sorry, that was a bit of a joke. But no, there's a real conversation to have about how accountable you should be held for your audience, you know? Realistically speaking, like, it's so hard to say. A lot of times, and this is an issue I've had historically, and it's an issue I think that happens more in like commentary like communities more than anything else. Because like you're talking about controversial topics, this will happen all the time, is that there's a difference between what you say and what people hear. And you need to be like super careful about communicating what you're trying to communicate. Because there's times where you could say things that you don't mean to say, or you could say things that you mean one way, and then even if a small amount of your audience can interpret it in like another way. And so like you, I feel, are socially responsible, not like legally responsible, for like saying like, hey, chill out. That's it. So, you know, and that's just like my kind of thing. Like, so you're not fully responsible, but like if you see a level of toxicity from your fans, you should try to quell it, especially in a commentary sphere. So I'm curious. H3 fans hate me. Here's why. Let's hear why.
Channel. I hope you're all doing well.
I'm
Today's
okay.
video is going to be a bit of a different one and a bit of a different tone. I'm just coming at this from like an incredibly frustrated point of view that the H3H3 subreddit.
God damn it. You know, it's always these petty pages and these Adam McIntyres hate H3. I hate shit when you guys say it like that. All right. I'm just busting chops. It just reminds me of Petty Page. Paige Christie, sorry. The rebranding. Why would you rebrand? What an iconic name. What do you do? Like, that'd be like if I rebranded Papa Gut, you know, to like my actual name, which I won't be ever giving you.
Reddit has been non-stop attacking me.
Huh?
And they can do it so much to the point where all they can do is make fun of me as a person, make fun of everything to do, call me ugly. They can come to my content. That's like the least amount of concerns. Like if you don't like my content, if you whatever, like don't like my ideas, that's on you, and I respect that. But whenever you're just starting to come at me for a person, I'm allowed to respond. And it's so deranged that these people think that they can say all this shit, and then whenever I like tweet a response, then oh, of course he has to respond, and of course he has to respond, and it's like, do people not realize how
He's very clearly very frustrated with the situation.
The fucking internet works? And it's like you have such a hierarchy about you, a lot of you, that it's so bizarre that you then are like, oh, we knew he was going to respond after spending like your entire night fucking harassing me on the internet. And here's the thing, this is all stemmed.
Yeah, I feel the same way about when I made my comment about the Actman situation. For people who don't know, somehow living under a rock, what are you, a normal person not engaging in commentary community specific drama on YouTube? With the whole Actman thing, like Actman going after Quantum TV because Quantum TV was like falsely copyright claiming people, et cetera, and then the Actman went a little too far by making when YouTube didn't stop them from anything, even though apparently anyway, he made jokes about doxing YouTube. He's like, I guess since you're not going to hold up your policy of doxing when Quantum TV dox people, I'll make a new thing called doxing YouTube. Then he got demonetized because of that. And then I was like, hey, you should probably chill out a little bit, stop getting so emotionally invested, because you're gonna like ruin your future relation. You're gonna like burn a lot of bridges, basically is what I said. And then everybody give me the Swift and Nay poggers. They nay-nayed me. I got ratioed. So sometimes it is what it is.
From I did a tweet that says the following: I miss this show so much.
Yeah, that's Mama Me's, families. Sorry, I don't know why I said Mama Me's, Mama Mia. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, I never really watched it, but okay. His mom seems like a very sweet. I watched a little bit of it when she was giving Trisha Paytas the nene, you know?
And it's 4 different pictures of families.
Okay.
So I tweeted that, and yesterday it started an entire many posts, 5 different posts, 4 different posts on the subreddit yesterday where it was one of the more popular posts on the subreddit that time because it kept coming up as the hot topic on Reddit, on their subreddit, because it was getting so many responses of people just coming for me, and it's all stemming from this tweet. And they like saying that I leave out context, so let's include all of it. I tweeted this: I miss this show so damn much. Pictures of Donna and Ethan. I tweeted that I missed the family show. Didn't think much of it. Was just something I tweeted. So this is the first.
Someone said Papa Gut. People don't like Adam because of everything that he can't handle. He does to other people. He has no problem making videos on people without doing most research, and he'll pick a side based on what does him better. That's a lot of why he gets the heat from H3 as well. So I could see why people get. Okay, I see what you're saying. The problem with what you're saying is that Ethan does that exact thing. It does. Ethan does that literal exact thing. So if your H3 audience is okay with that behavior, why don't they call it out when Ethan does it? But I mean, like, we just should be reminded of the Fresh and Fit situation where they had some girl on and they tried to push a fake, like, you know, the girl didn't even say it was like any sexual assault, but the way that she still misrepresented the story, and then he said it sounds like assault. And then when Fresh and Fit showed receipts, I watched the whole 6-hour stream because that's what you do, because it's a very important topic of sexual assault. Ethan just didn't read it and said that the only time that Fit specifically engaged in sex is when it's coercive, which is rape. Coercive sex is rape. And, you know, and the screenshots that they showed was like, she made this narrative that like, oh, they forced me to give him my phone number, or they wouldn't give me my wallet back. I never was interested in talking to the guy. I didn't like the guy. And then what had happened? Like, she'd messaged him first, so that narrative was debunked. And she was like, oh, they were both mutually flirting. It was part of like hookup culture. They were trying to hook up. They hung out like 5 o'clock at night after she got out of a bar or a club or whatever. Went back to his place, and then they kissed. And then like he was like, "Gross, your mouth stinky. Go take mouthwash." Then she took mouthwash and like changed into his clothes. And then he made fun of her breasts, which was really fucked up. But like there was no assault here. And like you know, he wouldn't even educate himself on what had happened. And this is insane for Ethan, because like this is a man with a ton of resources that could easily pay somebody else to watch the content for him, right? So this is something Ethan engages in as well, doing absolutely no research for topics, as long as it's somebody that he can deem as a bad person. And so like, yeah, I mean, if this, I don't know this guy well enough to like say that's what he does, so I'm not going to say it unless I personally can experience it. But yeah, you want me to put it on full screen because you can't see the laptop? All right, in this case I will do that. This is called H3 Fans Hate Me. Here's why, from Adam Mcintyre, in case you want to go look it up yourself.
Post. So someone re-uploaded it, and in their defense, they didn't say anything against me, and even if they did, like, it's just the like pile-on effect that they accuse other people of doing to Ethan. So it says, "Family's my favorite anime," just because it says like animations and comics under the trending page. Okay. Now I know that my thing's very far back. It's just because I'm going to be reading a lot to you today. A little story time. So the reply.
Good. Get a Twitch set up. What are you doing?
Is to this immediate one. So I start getting backlash on this because someone re-uploads it. Someone said, literally the only reason he misses it is because Donna was a fan and would give him shoutouts. LMAO. People like him will do anything.
Hey, maybe if Donna was giving me shoutouts, I'd miss the show too. Am I right, guys? Hey, I miss Donna saying nice things about me. Let's be honest here. Donna doesn't know me, and if she did get to know me, Donna would love me. Let me tell you something. The older women are in love with me. This isn't a joke. This is an objective cosmic truth. Older women are in love with me. Okay? And a lot of gay guys that like bears are in love with me. It is not, this isn't even questionable. You could be like, that's not true. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay, let me give you a story. I was at my favorite buffet, Asian style buffet once. They closed it down during COVID. 2 weeks before my birthday. Never reopened. Tragic. Loved that place. Hibachi bar, sushi. Really upsetting. So upsetting. So upsetting. Anyway, I'm getting lost in the story. I miss that place so much. Anyway, what happened, bro? Fucking open again, dude. Anyway, when I was there was this older woman there with her son. Now, her son, I was like, I think in my mid-20s, maybe a little late 20s. Her son was maybe in his 50s. I'm going to say 50s. And she was in like 70s or 80s. She walks up to me. I'm with my mother. I was taking my mother out to dinner. Actually, my mother, I think, was paying for it. So my mother took me out to dinner. All right. She walks up to me, and she's in a walker, and she's got a helmet on. She must have been falling, you know. Like, it is what it is, man. You get old, shit just, you know, it starts breaking. And she goes, if I was like 30 or 40 years younger, I would have taken you for a Fortnite. Now, at the time, the popular hit video game Fortnite wasn't that popular. So what she was saying is that she would fuck me for, I believe, 2 weeks. What's a fortnight? How long is a fortnight? She wanted to fuck me for 2 weeks. How long is a fortnight? 2 weeks. Okay? That's my story. Older women love me. So, and you want to know, I probably would have fucked her for 2 weeks too. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She would have taken me to a #1 victory royale. All right, let's go.
Relevant. He doesn't care how it affects the people who were involved. It was a very toxic
I missed on some free V-Bucks. Yeah, true.
Environment for Ela, Ethan, and the families. So now I'm the worst in the world for bringing up families again, even though
What? It was a toxic environment. Why would that be like assigned to that? Why would people assign that energy to it? Why? Oh, you just want it back? It was so toxic. But what? Was it? I mean, I feel like everything Ethan.
Everyone.
No offense, like Leftovers is incredibly toxic as well. Like that doesn't mean they should stop it though. Like what? Okay, whatever. Okay.
Does. Fuck off, Adam, you two-faced clout goblin. Adam is a clown. And then someone goes, can you explain? I'm intrigued. So when someone's asking them to explain why I'm a two-faced bitch, he's the first one to say he's a huge fan, and then the first to talk shit on Ethan with any crumb of controversy. He ain't no foot soldier. He's a narc.
I think Adam took issue with the way Ethan handled the diaper bottom situation with James Charles, and Adam was offended, right? And so, like, very specifically, Ethan would make jokes about how James Charles had a loose booty hole because he was a bottom and got his booty fucked, and I would make that joke too, and I even said that. It was the response to somebody who called in, and was it Adam who called in? I don't know. That was like, hey, I'm kind of offended. Was Adam the one who called in? I don't even know. Somebody gay called in. That's not an insult. That's just some like literal true. And it was the way that Ethan kind of like toyed around with that person. They're like, "Oh, do you like it in the butt? Are you a bottom?" And they're kind of like going a little farther. I was like, "Hey, I don't want to talk about that." It was a random viewer. Okay, sorry for the homophobicness from me. Sorry. It's not my fault. All gay guys look the same. I'm just kidding. Okay, stop. Okay, stop criticizing me. I'm allowed to get it wrong. It's called age privilege. I'm fucking old. Okay? Anyway, people took issue with that. The reality here, though, is that, like, even if you're somebody who's like, yeah, I think the joke was fine, like, you should understand that, like, a gay person would take... Like, the target of the community that the joke was against would take issue with it. You know, so like if I make a little bit of a sexist joke, and we all know it's good and fun jokes, and like a girl gets offended, like it was a joke and I'm sorry that you're offended, I'm gonna keep making it, but like you have every right to get offended, like that's okay, like especially since the joke is like, you know, is in your direction, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's what the edgy. I mean, that's kind of why the jokes are funny, right? They're edgy, but it offends people a little bit. It makes you like, oh, my goodness. You know, it's the response to people not liking it. Like my response would be like, I'm really sorry if you didn't like it. Like it was just a joke and I didn't mean anything by it. And if that makes you not want to watch anymore, like that's totally understandable. You know, but like it's okay that somebody gets offended by a joke. You know.
So the conversation immediately starts turning towards they hate me because I am the first person to shit on Ethan.
That's hot.
Now this is how I know that they're not clever and don't watch my content, because I got called out for not covering Ethan fairly, because I'm a self-proclaimed fan of the show. I'm a fan of the H3 show. I know y'all don't look at me like that, but I have my Teddy Fresh with me on my trip right now. I'm a big H3 fan. Nothing's changed about that. And so they are saying, because of the gay drama that happened, because I covered that, and we'll go on, but it says all I wanted to do was cancel him, do a smear campaign, and da-da-da-da. And
You know, there's a lot of talk of shitting on Ethan and smearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you Freudian slipping right now? You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about a little bit of poop play? All right. I'd watch.
These people were like, I used to watch his content until he did the smear campaign against Ethan, and all that screams to me is that you hold a different standard for Ethan than you do others.
Well, no, most of the time people just never watch your content. They just like to sit. Like, they might have seen a video from you, and I used to watch all your content, and now it's your fault I'm not watching. They're just not interested in you. You know?
Creators, you have just admitted that you watch content in regards to the same way I covered stuff about Ethan, giving you the drama, then giving my opinions. You've watched that from I've made about different creators, but it's a problem whenever Ethan's done something and I talk about it. And here's the thing as well: if y'all have an issue with me talking about the Ethan gay drama, I really don't care. I don't care. I had every right to talk about that. I stand by my opinions, and even in my opinions, I say, number one, I don't think Ethan Klein is homophobic at all. I stated that many times, but they refuse to acknowledge that because it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit this that's going on right now, and this is only one of the posts. So much so that I actually spent so long getting so much criticism because I wasn't fairly covering the Ethan gay drama. People were saying I was going way too easy. So this is a two-way street here.
That would be a kind of a cool name, Ethan Gay. I'm just saying.
I cover it, and I'm getting told that I'm being too biased supporting him. And then the H3 fans, because I've covered it in the slightest, then have an issue saying that all I wanted to do was say I'm a huge fan of the show, then all I want to do is shit talk Ethan. Because I made a video, like I do every other creator, about something Ethan did that was very problematic. And if you don't think it was very problematic, you literally enjoy content on the H3 Productions show that is talking about other people. So hold yourself to the same standard here. This is like, whenever I saw all this happening, I immediately knew I was going to film a video because for some reason they can't see past their own sense of they do this themselves. Okay, so anyway. So someone said, well, Donna still likes him. Maybe she sees a potential butterfly, but I see a worm. Ooh.
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry. It was just funny to me. Wouldn't it be a caterpillar? You see a caterpillar? I don't know.
Alright, then we go on. He's a two-faced piece of shit. I'm so glad that people are seeing his true colors.
Not because it's bad. You know, he talks a little slower than I'm used to.
Be gone, quite goblet. This guy is as two-faced as they come. He hopped on the homophobia cancel train. Ethan was around that time, so that's what the issue is here. That's why they don't like me. People are like, why don't you like him? What has he done? They're like, he tried to cancel Ethan for being homophobic, and if you actually watch my videos, that was not the case.
Isn't it weird though when like you kind of tone police a gay guy for being offended by like a gay a gay joke kind of a thing? You know what I mean? Like it feels weird. Like you think you'd be more understanding of it, you know?
That was not the case. And then, not this little rat, fake foot soldier energy. Are y'all so obsessed with everyone having the idea of being up Ethan's ass? Because I can like Ethan, and I can also cover him fairly, like I do every other creator. And I would actually argue that my videos on him were way too fair. I just like Ethan, and that was the approach I took with it.
Too fair? What that means?
I hate this Adam guy. I didn't know about him. Thank you guys for bringing all this to my attention. Never knew he was such a bad guy.
Those are the funniest comments. The funniest comments are like on Reddit where somebody will talk about you on Reddit in like a way that's wrong. Like they don't know what they're talking about, and then the people will be like, "Yeah, see, this guy's he's a fucking piece of shit, and he does this, this, and this." And they're like, "Wow, thanks for educating me on this guy." And a lot of the times, the people will be like, "Oh, who are you talking about?" "Oh, it's this guy who like literally he bombed an orphanage." "Oh, thanks for educating me on this absolutely factual take. I now know to avoid him." And it's like, dude, you're a moron. That's all it takes is for a person to say a thing about somebody. And you're like, that's the truth. You know, we have people in the chat saying stuff about this guy. I'm gonna take what you're saying. I will take it into consideration, but like, why would I ever like just believe what you're saying without experiencing it myself? That would be fucking insane. And in fact, people get upset with my content because I don't maintain like the energy that you want me to maintain for some people that I talk about. And it's like, well, why would I do that? Doesn't that sound fucking dumb? Like that I get why people be frustrated because maybe you're more educated on a topic than I am, and I might be like, hey, I'm not super educated, but this, and this. But it's like, it would be stupid for me, like, to instantly assume somebody's like bad because you say so. And it's like I have to experience it myself. That's part of the job. It's like educating myself and like researching in the right way. And a lot of times that just takes time and getting to know somebody.
Bringing this all to my attention is that a couple people are saying that I jumped on an Ethan hate train because they don't understand the concept of a drama channel. So this is the first post. Adam makes me cringe. I hate him so much. He is a little lying piece of shit. Adam is 100% here downvoting the critiques. He posts screenshots of it on Twitter. So now they believe that if anyone disagrees with them, it's me on mass accounts because, of course. And it's actually...
Yeah, of course. That's how it is for me. Anytime you get a dislike on Reddit, I have actually like 1,700 accounts. I have a bot. And I'm using all of them to downvote it. But I only do like 2 downvotes.
It's actually important to know. I'm actually going to get my Red Bull. It's important to note that on this, I've recently learned how Reddit works, and so if a lot of posts get downvoted, they kind of get hidden. Now, any posts on here that are downvoted are ones that are like, you guys are being a bit dramatic, Adam isn't that bad. 20 downvotes. It's literally just them hating me. And then, so this is the first one. Adam is such a fake. Adam is so goddamn annoying. Don't know why H3 ever gave him the chance. Ah, yeah, the fake.
Adam looks like the character, a gay version of the character from Stranger Things. Which one am I talking about? I think it's a compliment. Who's the older kid? Yeah, this guy. This guy. He looks like this guy a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Steve? Right? You kind of see it? You see it. You see that. I feel like out of any character on the show, I look like Hopper the most. But not that much, you know?
Big fan. Okay, so someone goes, ah, yeah,
I like the hair too.
Became relevant on YouTube by accusing Colleen of grooming him. Never said that. Again.
Whoa.
You'll love coming up with your own little stories on it. And being inappropriate by sending him lingerie that he literally begged for because he was such a big fan. And thank you to the one person who responds and goes, Colleen is still creepy for that. Just because he wanted it or was involved, that doesn't mean you should actually do it. So now they're all throwing the Colleen thing in my face, which still to this day pisses me off whenever anyone does that, because
I have no idea what they're referring to, just so you know.
I firmly stand by what I said on that. But here's what I'm saying. They all, on this subreddit, were so supportive of me whenever Ethan was talking positive about me publicly and stuff like that. And here's the thing. I still regularly talk with the H3 members behind the scenes as well. I'm sorry that your favorite YouTubers that you watch within the drama space have to remind you every 2 days that they're friends with them. And it's not even being friends with them. I wouldn't say that I'm friends with any of them, because do you understand how parasocial relationships work? I talk often to a couple of the members, and I have great conversations with them, but you wouldn't know.
Like what members? Is he talking about like the people that are membership members, or is he talking about like AB? I was gonna say Abba and Preach. Like, I'm an idiot. Who's he talking about?
That because I'm not a fake who has to remind you every 2 days that we have some sort of communication together. So get out of your own ass. He's such a backpack.
Who's Colleen? I don't know. Colleen Bellinger sent him underwear. Who's that? Who's Colleen? What the? Who are? This is like the drama sphere. I'm so confused, bro. I don't even know anybody in my own sphere. Okay, this girl? She sent them underwear? Oh, Colleen. Oh, I think I know her. She does like the Miranda Sings. She can send me underwear. Don't clean them, please. Just kidding. God damn it. I'm going to get in so much fucking trouble, bro. I don't even care if people cancel me for that. I don't even care if people like canceled me for it. I'm like, I don't want my wife to see that I said that, because she'll be like, what the fuck are you doing, idiot? I love my wife.
Peddler. So now they're saying that because I tweeted I missed families, that I'm a backpeddler because he tried to cancel him for being for Ethan being homophobic. So
he was really young. What kind of underwear was it? Was it like an underwear brand? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sounds like a weird miscommunication. Okay.
That was the first one. And now if I also go on their subreddit, so someone was like, why are you responding? It was just one post. No, it wasn't. Yesterday there were 4 posts about me. So then we go on, and I want to read out the following one. So there was another one that was along the same line. Someone else had re-uploaded my tweet with a different context where they were like, we can get 1 a week, and they were basically agreeing with my tweet.
Oh, he's only 19. Okay.
And the replies were the exact same, that there's literally no reason to go through them as well. But one thing I will go through is that I engaged in a lot of tweets back and forth with people last night because I was so frustrated, and it just fucking ruined my day with these people coming at me for no.
You should just not do that. Just a little bit of advice. Stop caring. I know it's hard to do. Don't give a fuck. People say some dumb shit about you. Just kind of move on. Don't really engage in it. It's not worth the mental stress. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't help you. You know what I'm saying? It's not really beneficial to you. You got to pull an epic. You have to pull an epic conservative move, and just not respond to the hate. I mean, honestly, if you notice, like the big conservatives, they don't respond to any hatred, and they just like keep moving on. And people, they just keep. You know, it's more attention. That's how they look at it. It's life. You know, you can learn a thing or two from homophobic people. You know, it's what you.
No reason. So they did a tweet, and
I'm not saying all conservatives, just like Ben Shapiro. And you might be like, that's not true. That's not true. We're going to do this segment later. There's no way you could argue you're not homophobic when you literally think it's a not at all secret agenda to make 2 women kiss on screen. Like, this is a secret agenda. We're not saying like, listen, I get the drag thing, totally fine. If you're like, I don't want people, I get that totally. Okay, I understand we're having social conversations about like trans people, and I understand like that's a very new thing, and we're all still talking about it. I get that, but when you say that Disney works to push a not at all secret gay agenda and seeks to add queerness to its programming because there's two gay women like that's giving each other a kiss on a fucking Disney movie, we're at a point where like we're just homophobic and we're feeling too comfortable. Okay, this is insane. Oh my god, two lesbians kissing is gonna make you fucking gay. Well, I guess I'm fucking gay then, because I used to jerk my dick to fucking lesbian porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're going fucking insane. It's getting a little crazy. This is a little too. You feel a little too bold, Ben. Kind of proving to yourself that you're fucking homophobic. It's just a little crazy. Like, this is one's like inexcusable. There's a gay agenda for two fucking girls kissing. Like, yeah, no shit, those people fucking exist. Like, gay people exist and they kiss. I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. Okay, like if I have a daughter, I want to have 2 sons and 2 daughters. And her pussy's not gonna fucking explode because she saw 2 gay moms kissing on this. Oh my god, I don't know how to handle myself. Who cares? Okay, it's like Jesus fucking Christ. It's like fucking insane. Okay, anyway.
Xylee, a fellow YouTuber, messaged and said, I need you to make a video on this because I was doing so many tweets about the subreddit. And I said, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm making a video going through the H3 subreddit. So
H3.
they re-upload it after their 3 or 4 subreddit posts about me yesterday and goes, oh my god, you guys, our boy Adam is making a video about us. Okay. And then, let me read you the replies. Classic case of small-town boy gains momentum of being a celebrity on the internet and loses his fucking mind. It's a bit predictable and sad to watch unfold. Hope he gets it together soon rather than later because damn, what a sad life.
Sounds like Ethan.
They said all of that because they said I tried to cancel Ethan. Are we noticing how deranged these people are?
Yeah.
Are we noticing that?
Yeah, I already knew that.
So, this is what I want to show you, right?
I don't know.
There's someone then goes on and says, they're all like, oh, he's not going to like what we're saying, and there's just so many people that are like, okay, and watch him leave out all the credible negative stuff against him. Like how he used Ethan's mum for clout.
Whoa! I would use his mom for clout.
He literally used an older woman to gain a platform, someone's mother, someone who didn't even know how to properly work the internet. Did anyone else see his tweets that he would reply to of hers? So basically, Donna would do a tweet and I would respond with something nice. And then Donna would message me privately and we would have a pleasant conversation.
So basically, I just want you to know, like, I've noticed this trend. The energy here is that he groomed Ethan's mom. I just want you to know. And, like, they're not explicitly stating that. But Ethan's mom is this vulnerable older woman who just doesn't understand technology. She's a fucking moron. I'm not saying that. This person is saying that his mom is so fucking stupid. Not me, not Adam. This commenter, that she doesn't know how to work the internet, and she's getting fucking manipulated by Adam to the point that they're DMing each other. That's the fucking energy. It's an old woman that probably I don't understand Twitter either. Who gives a shit? You understand the fundamentals. I make a post. Someone makes a comment. I DM them privately. Very simple. It's insane. Like what do you think, that she's an idiot? She can't make her own decisions? It's like half the time people, bro, like, do you understand how insulting what you're saying is to Donna? Yeah, she's just a poor old dumb fucking moron that doesn't know how that Twitter works, and this guy is manipulating her. Like, what the fuck are you on about? You're an idiot.
Again, these people are so superficial that all they're seeing is public interactions whenever they're refusing to acknowledge that there's so much going on behind the scenes where I'm having lovely conversations with these people.
Oh, she used to watch Adam to get drama information? Interesting. That's what, hey, you work the grind, baby.
But this is them now. When someone goes, what happened to Adam? Why don't we like him? They're saying, because I'm leaving out the credible information, number 1, I tried to cancel Ethan for homophobia. And number 2, I used an older woman to gain a platform, who is Donna Klein.
He's writing for her for free. If anything, she's part of the proletariat manipulating the young. What's the working class called? No, she's part of the bourgeoisie taking advantage of this poor proletariat individual. You know what I'm saying?
Lying. However, if you think about it, and I have no problem saying this, I love Donna. Donna gave equal shoutouts to me as she did other drama channels.
Cool.
Why are they not saying that about Dennis? Def Noodles, y'all not going to say that? Because that goes against your point, doesn't it? Because you could also argue that if Donna was, giving me all these shoutouts and I was using her to get a platform, why aren't you saying that about Dennis? Or Repsion? Was that the other one Donna shouted out? Yeah. because you're not, because it doesn't fit your narrative. So there you go, guys.
I can't believe Donna got Dennis banned on TikTok, on Twitter. She was shaking my freaking head.
I'm going to predict Adam is going to have a massive downfall pretty soon, and it'll all because of his immaturity. He literally just began getting on a platform, and how many people were his friends in the beginning that he's already shat on? These people genuinely believe that Trisha Paytas, Ethan Klein, Tana Mojo, and stuff are my friends, that me making videos on them is me shitting on them and leaving them in the dark. These people are deranged. This is literally chronically online. These people are chronically online, and I'm not saying
what that means. I'm just confused. I'm old.
That this is just like all H3 people, because I know it's not. But these people on here are so chronically online. So basically, there you go. They're saying I'm leaving out context. I read your entire little bullshit paragraph.
Okay.
They say that I canceled him for homophobia, and I used Donna. There we go, guys. Let's include the entire context. So then they go, he's not going to like what we're saying about him on here, and then a bunch of snake emojis. No. And then stop making it a point being like, oh, he's going to respond.
The reason that they broke apart was that one of his jokes didn't take to the audience on Twitter. She got Twitter hate, and she blamed him. Are you saying Donna blamed this guy for a joke?
Yeah, because you're just straight out lying. All right, okay. So, someone said, yeah, this place is a goldmine for people looking to paint H3 fans in a negative light. This will get downvoted, but we all know it's true. And then someone responds and says, I like the podcast, but good lord, the H3 fan base is one of the most annoying fan bases on the internet. It's crazy. I don't think that, because I know that this is not the H3 audience. The H3 audience are the genuinely sweet, the people who allow people...
Probably true. Probably true. Probably true, guys. Only because one or two of them say Papa Gut stinks. I see your messages. I see the messages in the live streams, guys, where you say Papa Gut is kind of suspicious. I'm watching you, okay? I'm watching you.
People have opinions like Ethan. I completely disagree that I don't think this shows the H3 fans up in any way. I just think this is a bunch of really awful people. Really awful, chronically online people. But that's a good point where it's like, look how easy it is for people to paint the fan base in a bad light whenever all you're doing right here is harassing Adam, and then whenever you're asked for a reason, your reasons make no sense. I wonder what they're going to do whenever I've included full context in this video. So, Clyde Goblin, he's a snake, hate him so much. Ugly piece of shit, he's so annoying. Adam, you're a cunt. God, I hate this guy so much.
Colleen blamed Adam for the bad joke no one liked. However, she was the one that gave him the password for the handle and not all joke. What? I don't even know what the fuck's happening. This is a rabbit hole.
Wish he would drop off. Like, wow, you guys are blowing me away with kindness today as well. So a lot of people are doubling down on the claims that I need to be cancelled because I used Donna. That's another 2 paragraphs. By the way, it's interesting like how many people are like so chronically online, including Ela Kleiner. That's not actually Ela Klein, who literally has responded to probably every single message. And I want to directly address you and say, please get some sort of hobby. The fact you're able to respond to every single message on here is so depressing. And please just do. Oh my God, you're literally like one of the main people. All right, anyway. God, hate him so much.
Leaving notifications on your Reddit couldn't be me.
Anything for that H3 clout. So here's the thing. Someone says, he's a good lad, good inputs, but complains that fans criticize him when he makes videos is part of the job you make. I really disagree. I make videos about a lot of creators, and none of their audiences have treated me the way H3 does. And what makes it even worse is that I am a fan of H3. They so badly don't want me to be a fan of H3 that they're willing to start all this shit. So I completely disagree with your point that I can't take criticism on my videos, because I can happily do it with any other creator that I make, and any other creator's audience come at me and I'm able to listen to them and talk to them. It's only—
I feel like part of it's probably because H3 is a large content creator with a bunch of fucking rabid animal fans. You know, like not all of them, but enough of them to be annoying. I personally just wouldn't have given a fuck about what they're saying. I wouldn't have given them the ammunition by going back and forth.
Only a big chunk of this audience that are not giving me criticisms. Do you think the things that— if you're telling me the things I just read out are criticisms, come on now. Like, let's not act dumb. How is any of the threads that I have just read out criticism?
Hey,
and you're like,
that's all I know how to do.
Oh, he won't be able to respond to criticism. That's why he's making this video. What? Oh my God. So anyway, this guy sucks ass. Really hate him. God, he's the worst. Ugly too. You guys, this is so sweet. Okay, so I really don't want to go through anymore because it is putting me in a bad mood. And
hey, full context, Adam. What are you doing?
That stuff really doesn't. But these people are just flat out lying and then just doubling down on it. They're like, oh, he's not a H3 fan. And I'm like, hello! Like me and my fucking Teddy Fred, like, hello! And they're like, oh no, he's not a H3 fan. Oh, all he wanted to do was cancel Ethan. But we're willing to enjoy all of his videos calling out other creators. But when Ethan does something, he's not allowed to talk about it. Even though he was so delayed in posting the video anyway because he's a fan of Ethan and was uncomfortable to make it and said that in his video, then they're straight up lying, saying that I was calling him literally like verbatim, like being like Ethan Klein is homophobic, which I never said. So their main points are like flat out fabricated lies anyway.
If Ethan Klein's not homophobic, then I would personally like to see him name every gay person. If he can't do that, then he probably is homophobic.
And then the people being like, can we give context? Like, why don't we like him? He tried to cancel Ethan for the homophobic thing. allegedly, and he used Donna for clout. See how they never even considered either of those things a scenario until they just decided it, and then they all just piled on with it. And my mentions on Twitter, my Instagram DMs, my YouTube comments on this Reddit thread have been filled with people like this who have just literally been sending me, for the past 24 hours, non-stop harassment. I literally had to stop checking my Twitter last night because it was all they're doing. And then my audience are responding and being
I feel like part of that's just what's going to happen, man. If you say, like, it seemed like he just said he missed a podcast and people were melting down for no reason. But I mean, that's one of the things that just comes with territory. You just got to try not to give a fuck, you know?
Like, can you give context why you don't like him? And they're all just like, oh, he's a clit goblin. Like, if you're not even going to give valid criticisms of me, don't say I can't take criticisms, or just like don't straight up lie about me whenever you're accusing me of lying about Ethan from starting the homophobic hate train, which is bullshit anyway.
I mean, that's one of the things is that like the people, it's one of those things where like you're not going to change those people's minds, and they're not a creator, so there's nothing to really target your frustrations at. It's just a bunch of dumb fucks melting down over dumb shit, and it's really just not worth the hassle because it doesn't make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're getting pissed and it's for content or whatever, I mean, whatever. I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he just got really pissed and he decided to make content out of it, which I get it totally. But like, it's just not worth. Bro, some people are just gonna think less of you, and you interacting with them isn't gonna change that. The only thing that could potentially change that is if you just keep doing your thing, and then they realize you're not the thing, you know. But to them, it's like, I'm gonna criticize Adam, and if you respond, they're like, see. That's their whole response, you know. That's their whole response more than anything else. It's like, see, I knew it. He can't take criticism. It's like because you responded and defending yourself. It's you just don't really win. It's like a zero-sum game. You really don't win.
I just wish that these people.
Adam and his Colleen B rabbit hole was worth revisiting. I don't know. You can send me content in it privately. Maybe I'll talk about it.
People could really hear what they sound like from an outsider's point of view. Who are, I understand it. There are people posting anonymously and they don't have their like face in it. If they can say something bad and it doesn't get shown up or whatever. But I think they take that to their advantage of like acting dumb. Yeah. They were just being so hateful all day yesterday and even today in that newest post because of those two things, which aren't even true. So do you understand how frustrating this is whenever I'm getting criticism and then they're trying to expose me and then people are asking them for context and they're giving things that aren't even real or make sense? Like, what is wrong with you? Literally, what is wrong with you? My final thing, he started the homophobic hate train. No. I made videos on the topic because that's what I do, and I gave my opinion on it, and I actually probably went way too easy on him because I'm a fan of him. Number two, sorry, using Donna for clout, apparently, you're very weird for that. You're insinuating that just because that's Ethan's mum, she can't have any pleasant conversations with people without either her or them looking for something.
They're insinuating that she's an idiot that doesn't know, that has no, like, agency over herself. That's what they're saying, because she's too old and dumb for the internet. That's what they're saying. That's what they're not realizing that they're saying. I wish I had a bagel.
Most of my conversations with Donna Klein are not public. So what are you going to do with that? And also, why aren't you calling Dennis out, Def Niddles? Why aren't you calling the other drama channels out? Who were also...
Don't worry. They've been assassinating Dennis. They actually have called out Dennis. Not for the Donna Klein thing, but more just for his biased coverage of topics, and he's getting nay-nayed quite a bit.
Included in that family's era. And keep in mind, y'all, this is how frustrated I am. This backlash has literally started from me tweeting a positive tweet about H3 yesterday that I missed the family show. Yeah. So I'm not even going to take that and being like, you just can't accept criticism. Where's that coming from? I really wanted to make this video, y'all, because I'm on my trip now and I wanted to sit down and film a drama video, and I really just can't shake wanting to talk about this because yesterday was just so loud because of it, and it's just so mean. And I understand that this is not all H3 fans. I completely get that. I know there were so many of you that were tweeting me being like, you met me at the Teddy Fresh pop-up and like, we had a really good time, and my coverage of Ethan has been way more than fair, and that they're just lying, and that I completely get it. And please don't take this as like generalizing that this is H3 fans, because it's not. It really isn't. As one, it's not. But their subreddit is so beyond toxic, and they do this to just the creator of the day. It's so bizarre to me that I can literally talk privately to people who work on H3 daily, and their fans are just being like, oh, he'll only ever do things publicly with them because he wants to get attention or get something out of it. For last time, most of my...
I mean, that's probably a motivator for everything. Like, let's be honest. Like, a motivator for a lot of interactions with bigger creators is like, oh, this might help me. This might be a positive for my channel. Of course. But it doesn't mean it's like... It doesn't mean... There's a difference between saying, like, oh, I'm going to interact with this content creator because they're interacting with me for the clout versus like, oh, I like them, or, you know, I can understand their shit. Like, listen, I've been interacting with Keemstar, right? And Keemstar has some absolutely abysmal takes. The thing is though, is that when he does have takes that I consider bad, we argue about it publicly. Like I come on, like last time we talked. It was myself, Keemstar, Mudahar, Augie. He kind of disappeared though. Nicholas Iorio, Bull Black showed up a little later. Willie Mack. I think, yeah. I think I'm getting everybody. I think Stardust was there. She didn't really talk though. And like I was talking and making fun of Keemstar for hating Ethan, and we talked about the whole NRA building thing where he's like, it was a statement, and I'm like, it was a joke. Blah blah blah. We go back and forth, so I can appreciate that like it's not like, you know, if I had to be censored, like I'm you know, to interact with him, I wouldn't interact with him. But you know what, I'm down for the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not, as long as you're not going against like your moral values. Like I'm not going to interact and be nice to somebody just because I'm interacting with them. But if they're willing to do take criticism, then like, yeah, I'll fucking interact with you. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things.
With these people that are still happening even this week, yesterday with some of them, are all happening behind the scenes. Because I don't feel the need to publicize everything, because doesn't that fit into your narrative of using them for clout, using them for gain? It's so frustrating, muckers, and I really just want to know your opinion of it, because I just have been reading so much negativity against me, and none of it's backed up. What's the reason? And then they don't give any. Okay, I'm putting this clip in after I've already edited and filmed this video, but I was talking to a couple of my friends about this, and one of them sent me a comment that I really want to read out. So this is from the subreddit, and it says, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm reading every comment on here to get a sense of what he actually did that was so wrong. I never watch T channels and barely watch internet commentary outside of H3. The worst of these are maybe drawing out the power bottom, the Ethan drama criticism, maybe too long, being too competitive with Rich Lux for a useless Steamy award, which by the way, me and Rich are friends, I'm literally seeing Rich in like a few days in LA. A few misguided tweets.
What is a Steamy award? Like a poop award? Taking a steamy poop?
All quite immature things, but nothing that deserves hate and what you guys are doing on here. So thank you to the person on H3 who's saying this to them. He's not even 20. Yeah, I'm 19. My guess, he's a femme twink-ish gay guy, and it's a lot easier to dislike someone like that. People would never admit it publicly, but
is that, you think that's true? You think people don't like him because he's a feminine, he's like a gay dude? And they're like, I just don't, I don't know. Maybe. You might be reaching a little bit there. I mean, it's possible that like some kind of like a subconscious bias. It's possible. I feel like I personally wouldn't lean too much into the you just don't like me because of XYZ kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, because like I know for a fact that there are people who watch me. Yeah, it's a reach. Like I know that there are people who watch me and like, it's like we're getting to like a rabbit hole, right? Like, okay. So like I know people that when they first look at me, they go like, oh, this guy's like your traditional conservative. I don't want to listen to him. And it probably puts off a more progressive audience. Which I'd like to attract like a moderate audience. Like I'm actually much more progressive than I look, but like I wouldn't go like, you just don't like me because I look conservative. Like, you know, like, you know, and I'm not sorry to add that like cadence to my voice. I'm not trying to mock the guy, but like personally, and you know what? I think it comes from like, I wouldn't go there without any proof because it's going to give people ammunition to be like, oh, you're full of shit. You're just using the gay card. You know what I mean? You know, I was like, oh, people don't like me because I'm white, which is true. Okay. White people are the most oppressed class on the internet. I'm a white gamer. You can't get more oppressed than that on the internet. Okay? I walk out the house and the world bows to me, but when I'm on the internet, everything's my fault. You know what I mean? It's like just because I don't like black people, all of a sudden, like, oh, you're racist. Like, stop oppressing me as a white person. It's fucking insane. God damn it. I'm just fucking around. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm black. Anyway, it's not. It doesn't make. You know, you should always be somewhat. Keep in mind, like the way that you present yourself. You want to come off as like a strong individual. You know, and like one of the things that makes you, my opinion, stronger is not like using your like an identity as a shield sometimes. And we're not like getting super into it. I don't think he's gonna be like, it's exactly what like. But it's like one of those things I personally would just be hesitant of. There can definitely be identities as a factor for why people don't like you, but I would generally urge against like going down that route without a little bit more proof for it. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that that's what's going on here. There's definitely a lot of subtle homophobia going on here. Like he fits too neatly into a stereotypical catty gay mean girl bitch archetype. Not to say that there aren't valid reasons to dislike any creators, but it's not equivalent for Adam than what he's getting on here. And I really appreciated that, and I really wanted to add that in. So,
okay.
Do with that what you will. I just wanted to include it. So, it's just super frustrating, but I love you, and thank you for watching this video, and please let me know your opinion.
Okay.
well, there you go. I can't wait for them to re-upload this and be like, oh, he's just mad. Go for it, because this is my like last time addressing it, because like y'all are so fucking evil.
Okay. Oh, look, it's the video I was referring to before, the conversation with them. Okay. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, there's not much to say here.
Hi,
it's like kind of like, listen, it's like a petty drama. Like some H3 fans are going fucking off the walls, and he took it personally, which I totally understand. Like comments can get to you sometimes. Personally, I would just say those people, they're not going to be part of your success. But try not to interact with them so much. They're not going to help you. They're not positive for your success. It's always going to be haters drinking that haterade, baby. The biggest thing that I wanted to say though is that I've had, my ass has been sweaty since the beginning of the segment, and I gotta go check on it, make sure that there's no mudslide. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.